Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more brains.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Braincake. Jimothy and Hambone are the ones that are presenting this cake and pulling it out of the oven today.
Oh yes, we got it all mixed up in the kitchen, flowers everywhere. We're going to have ourselves a good time. Good to see you all.
You got flour in your hair, flour in your beard.
I do.
Damn. You just got it all over yourself. You couldn't contain your excitement.
I know. You get to beating something or mixing it up in a bowl, you just get a little excited. Boy, that fried chicken's going to be good here in a minute.
Yeah, you get so excited you can't help but get a little bit of that excitement.
Oh, yeah.
Splattered all over everybody else.
A lot of people can say that in the bedroom, Jim.
As you can see here, if you're watching by video, you can see that we are once again in Castle Ham, which we're emanating from the Boulevard of Broken Dreams office. I only say that because he has a little cute little street sign up here that says Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Of course, it's in reference to a Green Day track. I really don't understand. Is there a story behind that? I don't even know why I'm asking.
What, the road sign or the
song?
No,
just the song, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Yeah, is there what's the meaning to that song? Do you know?
You'd really have to just dig deep in yourself and figure that out.
I mean,
I feel like, in my opinion, it's a song that, relates to something in my life.
I was gonna say, is that supposed to be like some sort of fucking riddle that you're trying to present to me?
No.
Danny Devito, trope from under the bridge, who's offering me a riddle to solve. Is that what you are?
Yeah, and someone needs to feed him.
Feed who, Danny?
Yeah.
Feed him what?
Cheese. Feed him cheese and leftover scraps from the table.
I bet it's pimento cheese.
Oh, God.
You scraps of fucking molded pimento cheese. So, yeah, that's when it's the best, is when it's molded. I don't know. I don't mean to make Danny DeVito sound like he's a fucking monster.
No.
He's not a monster. I love Danny DeVito. But, looking at that sign, I'm sorry. Like, if people are watching the video, I'm just staring off. Like, you can't see what I'm looking at.
You know it's been hanging there for like the last 4 years, right?
Oh, I'm sure, man. I feel like you may have, as long as I've known you, you've probably had something like that, if not that same exact sign.
Got it in 06.
I thought so, dude, because I've known you probably since 2005, 2006-ish. Correct? Maybe 2007?
2005.
Okay, sure. 2005. Yeah. I thought I remembered that, dude. Like, is Green Day even a thing anymore?
To me, they're kind of, but...
I mean, like, are they still making music? Are they still producing?
They're still making music. They've made, like, maybe 5 or 6 albums since that, American Idiot.
Yeah. Now, you could probably tell me, because, I'm sure, I don't know if you're much of a fan of Green Day anymore. But me personally, I was never that big into them. But I was never that big into punk, right? But, like, even I will say, like, I do like some Green Day. Like, I love the album Dookie. Mm-hmm. I've heard that album and fucking, like, it's a great punk album, period. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know when it came out. It was like 92 or something, maybe 91.
Maybe 95.
95?
Maybe Dookie was 92, but 95 may have been Insomniac. But, no, if you remember my freshman year, you remember all the Green Day shirts I wore daily. Y'all used to give me a hard time.
I mean, it's like the emo scene puked up a bunch of kids, man.
Then I got real with the MCR bitches.
Oh, you went... My kid would say, now that was another one I don't understand. I might pick your brain about them in a moment,
man, too. I survived the Black Parade, damn it.
I mean, I bet you did. I mean, like...
Shout out to all my little emo homies.
Little emo homies. You all grew up to be weird millennial adults like the rest of us, huh?
Still depressed as hell.
I mean, I guess I can't lump people much... I mean, like a couple years older than I.
Yeah.
Into that millennial category, but... For the argument's sake of our demographics, goddammit, I'm talking to millennials because you are our main demographics, and I'm sorry for you.
I feel like we're that radio channel you hear in Fallout. Like, if anyone can hear us, we are trying to reach you out.
Oh, are we just like...
calling out all millennials, we will stand together.
What an appropriate fucking... Cute little analogy for braincake.
There you go.
We are the podcast of the post-apocalypse, folks. We are,
AKA the millennials.
yeah, we are the podcast for this to try to bring you a smile
my God.
in the long lost aftermath of the apocalypse.
I don't get it. Because nowadays, like, people watch over kids like a hawk now. Back in the day, we roamed wild. And no wonder we got ourselves into so much shit. But,
It's not, it's,
you know,
yeah. And so when you look across the landscape, and fucking just mired in the fucking gnarly afterbirth of this fucking nuclear apocalypse that we're sure to be bound to, followed by a super nuclear winter to freeze us all out. The ones that try to survive, all vegetation will freeze, the sun will black out, fucking everything's gonna go bananas. But it's okay because we got fucking Facebook on our phones, right?
Right.
But, well, that's not where I was trying to go with that at all. I lost that completely. My brain went on a tangent.
You dropped the ball on that one.
Oh no, I dropped. Well, yeah, I dropped it. I shot it. Picked up my own rebound, got knocked out of my hand, and I fucking kicked the guy in the fucking balls and took the ball back, and then I shot it and I airballed it.
Story of millennials.
Yeah, story of the fucking
there you
millennials, bro. Yeah, post-apocalypse. That's what it was, man. Thank you. Yeah,
I got one for y'all.
braincake is the post-apocalyptic podcast.
All the older people that come up to me, how come you can't afford that? I'm like, do you realize how much that costs? Like how much money you all used to make? Come on.
Things are more expensive now, people.
Phew.
Come on, people. And I know, that's not all older generations. I mean, like, I can't say that.
Well, the one I get all the time is like, how come you can't walk into a place and shake somebody's hand and get a job that way? I'm like, they kind of want to make sure you're not a psychopath first, but, you know.
I mean, well, that's kind of hard to narrow down anymore. I mean, is Billy Joe a psychopath? Is that his name?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to lead right. I mean, I kind of wanted to lead back to
that's
the
cool.
Green Day. I'm just
Billy Joe, Trey Cool, and Mac Dirt.
Mac Dirt. What's that? What?
Dirt.
Gesundheit. Mac Dirt.
I think it's a nickname he got in high school because he used to play bass all the time and just one note constantly. Dirt, 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 dirt.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Well, how does that explain Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
How
does he get his nickname? That concerns me then.
Drugs, man.
Drugs, really?
Probably.
I think he might have like fucking bed bugs or some shit.
Shout out to Flea though. That's some.
Flea's got bed bugs, dude.
He's got what?
Flea's got bed bugs. That's what it is. That's how he got the name.
You know, I don't know much about like the individuals of that band, but I know their music.
I couldn't tell. Yeah, I mean, like
You know
I only really recognize Flea, but that's only because of the name.
Right.
That's it. That's really it. And he's a odd little bastard.
But he can sure slap a bass. Man.
He sure can slap at the bass, but Les Claypool
slap
can
at
too.
the bass.
Les Claypool from Primus can slap at the fuck out of a bass.
Fuck could. Fuck yeah. Fuck could. Yeah, whatever.
All right. Primus, dude, like, oh my god, I could listen to Primus all day.
They're still going strong.
Oh yeah. They have their cult following. They'll never go away.
Jerry was a race car driver.
And he did drive so goddamn fast. There ain't no doubt about that, my man.
Oh, he did.
But okay. Fuck Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
You're still...
I'm obsessing on Green Day. Because, I mean, I never really ask about them, dude. And I know you would know quite a bit about them. And, like, you at least, I mean, like, for real, though. Mm-hmm. It's just not a genre of music I tap that vein often to, so I really don't know. But there's some I do listen to some punk, like Bad Religion.
See, kind of punk changed with Green Day too.
Mm-hmm. Some Black Flag. Mm-hmm. So if you like some of the older hardcore-ish type shit.
Here's a fun fact about punk: when it first came into like the western part of the United States, it became like a kind of a skinhead scene. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like KKK.
I mean, yeah.
Not like that sense of it, but
you're talking like the neo-Nazi type of fucking
true anarchy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've seen those types of individuals in hardcore shows
like the
before.
San Francisco scene, and then when you get to like the Oakland, I think that's where Green Day was from. That was kind of like a smaller community, like where we're from. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We had local little shit shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't worth a drop of piss, but you went out to it anyway because why not?
But see, the whole thing was like, you know, Green Day got kind of in trouble with the community because they went mainstream. You know, if they stuck with their label.
How dare you get popular, you fuckers?
Like,
you're
in
supposed
my
to be
eyes, I'm
ours.
like, if we got famous playing music back home, wouldn't we want to, like, pursue higher, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, absolutely.
You get out of your town and go forth, man.
I would think so.
That.
I mean, like, that would be the only next logical step you should make if you want to
still represent that area.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, like that's if you'll always represent it because it's always going to be a part of your history.
Yeah.
You can't escape it. It's not like it's something that you could tuck under a blanket because somebody will figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, you can represent it. You don't have to be proud of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but you're always going to be known as that being the area you hail from, like, initially.
Right.
But you don't have to be proud of it. You don't have to shout it out. That's entirely up
like,
to you.
That area was more like working class kind of area in California.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that was kind of a more chilled out zone, but still, like, just teenage angst and just rambunctious shit. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy to a sense of that, you know.
Yeah. Those,
not to, like, seriously start burning fucking shit down at that point, you know, but we will.
Yeah. What does, well, shit.
What? Shit's
Do people in California, do they not want to be woke up until September's over as well?
I guess not. I mean, Billy Joe needs to be asleep in August. Or, well, August and September, I guess.
Okay. I mean, like, is there anything about that? Because I mean, it's a sad song, obviously.
You really want to know the truth? God, I am digging out my, like, 15-year-old self right now.
Well, I'm interested, dude.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Oh, no, shit. His dad died in September.
Oh.
When he was a kid. And he hates the month of September.
Okay.
That is a good excuse.
I mean, sure. That's a good Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well,
only on braincake, kids.
Well, fuck. Well, let me hang on. Well,
you okay, Jim?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just thinking like
Billy Joe's not, man.
I'm sure, cool. Yeah, definitely he's not. I'm sure he hates September for real, and like to the point he probably has to deactivate his fucking social media accounts because the amount of memes every year that come out in September.
I like the ones
like pre-September.
Yeah.
Like to the end of September, so many Green Day memes about that song come out. And it's usually like Billy sad Joe. Billy. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, hey, the whole month of September, he wrote this song, I guess as a tribute to his father. Would that be fair to say? It's a tribute to his father. Yeah. Okay, it's like a love letter to his father, I guess. But it's also like a he's relinquishing his sorrow, I guess. About he's grieving.
He's always been the type of guy that's got a lot to say.
Sure.
And I kind of want to hear it, but lately not really been into their music.
I mean, like I guess that could be said for a lot of bands.
But I mean, you like the art that you like, and you know, not everybody likes every song by their favorite band that much, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, you got the kids that walk around that have a shirt of like Guns N' Roses, like, hey, cool shirt. What's your favorite song? Back in Black. You're wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt. Yeah, I know that. Okay.
He's like, all right. Like, sir, do you realize what you just said to me?
Yeah.
Back in Black, huh? Are you sure that's
AC/DC, bro?
Yeah, homie. Yeah. That's a killer Guns N' Roses song,
I'm
bro.
sorry. Kill 'Em All. That's a great song.
Yeah, dude. Kill 'Em All's great by Pantera.
No.
You're right. Slipknot by Fred Durst.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. We got some hardcore fans that just heard that and like, ooh.
Oh, I'm sure I hurt some people's feels.
As you see a Slipknot poster behind my head.
Now, see, that's another band I could probably ask you a million questions about, and I'd probably get answers because I know little to nothing about it.
I just really got into that shit, man. That shit spoke to me when I was that age.
At what age are you referencing? Like high school years?
Oh, shit. 13. I was 13 when I found out about them.
The teenage rebellious years. That's okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I got you. That's whenever I was discovering stuff like Insane Clown Posse, Metallica, fucking Vader, Behemoth, stuff like that. Like I was just like starting to actually venture into death metal and black metal, and like I guess like I mean, sure you can call it horrorcore, but you know, I mean, like even now you have variants of it, like just shit like death rap or trap death.
That's
or
what
shit
you
like
morphed
that.
into. You know, you start when that first time you hear that song. You know, with me it was Guns N' Roses when I was like real little, and then I heard this shit called Green Day, and I was like, holy shit! And that opened me up to punk and other things. And somehow I got on to Slipknot, and holy God, after that it was, you know, Gwar, fucking Slayer, Cannibal Corpse.
Of course, yeah. Oh my God, I can remember the first time I even found Cannibal Corpse.
God,
And it wasn't even by virtue of listening to a song. It was I was just searching. Like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what I was doing. I'll be honest with you, but all I remember doing, I remember Googling something and pulling up song lyrics, and I saw Cannibal Corpse as a band that was listed as some of the artists that was on the website. So I click it and I see some of the song titles like "I Come Blood,"
yeah,
"Fucked with a Knife,"
okay,
a Skull Full of Maggots. Oh my God, fucking the list goes on. They just get more and more atrocious as you list them, and you can click any of them. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Read them. Just
See what it
read them.
says.
There's your homework assignment. And I love Cannibal Corpse. They're one of my favorite fucking bands. I'm just saying, like your initial fucking finding of them, I was like, whoa. And I'd already been listening to death metal for a little bit. I just hadn't ventured that deep into those waters. I'd already heard Slayer, heard stuff like that, and Vader, and fuck, man, I don't know why I'm having a hard time rattling death metal bands off the top of my head.
When you get put on the spot, it's hard.
Sometimes it's hard, but like I should know these things. Like I listen to death metal on the daily, but it's hard to pinpoint like the earliest roots of it. Like my roots are more thrash based than they are death metal. Like Exodus, Metallica.
What about Megadeth?
Megadeth even, yeah. Like, and I don't even listen to them anymore. I haven't listened to them in years.
Do you think we was at that age group that we heard songs on like Guitar Hero or something that may have sparked interest? Because I know like the Dragon Force song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That took me to another level.
Well, wow, you know, it's interesting you bring that up. I hadn't actually quite thought of that, but yeah. Absolutely, Rock Band, Guitar Hero, those games 100% had an influence at some point because that was right within teenage years, early teen years, that shit. Like Dragon Force, as you said, fuck, I bought that album.
I did too.
I bought Inhuman Rampage like the rest of you. We all did it. It's okay.
I got a Death Clock CD from Walmart, dude.
Death Clock, Death Clock, that's a bit
not
different.
influenceable. You know what I mean? More of a funny.
Right, but no, I mean, like, it's still good. To me, it's good death metal, really. Might be a bit humorous at some points, but, like, the overall tone and everything of it.
Look what's coming out right now in, like, deathcore scene and stuff. You got guys singing about how to make a pizza.
Well,
I forgot the name of that band, but, I mean, it's just funny shit.
And Rammstein's been doing this for forever. Making songs about making pies. Or making a cake. I'm pretty sure I'm just about certain there's a song they have.
Du hast.
You hate me, bro. You hate me.
Du hast.
Oh man,
we used to jam to that shit.
Oh yeah, I still enjoy fuck.
Rammstein.
Some people say Rammstein, some people say Rammstein. Like whenever, like I've learned German some. And how I do inflections on words, I really want to say it's Rammstein.
Rammstein.
That sounds right to me, but I would never want to assume that because it's not my first language. So I would like if a Dutch person.
Jeez, I'd love to go see them.
I said Dutch.
Deutschland.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, Deutschland. Yeah, sure. Fuck, man. We was talking what? Slipknot, Green Day. There was a band I was going to ask you something about, and fuck, I'm blanking on it.
Him?
No, not him. not him. I don't know a damn thing about him, and I never
Wings
dove
of a
into that.
butterfly.
I never dove into that emo side of things, man. It just didn't grab me. It didn't speak to me like it did you.
What about Hawthorne Heights, man?
Never listened to it. I've never heard.
My heart is in Ohio, Jim.
Well, you know what? My boner is in Kentucky,
Just
but you
cut
know.
my wrists and black my eyes.
Well, how's that working out? You're in Ohio and you got your eyes blackened. Sounds like another day in Ohio to me.
God, Midwestern emo.
That sounds like you live in Cleveland, brother.
Yeah, there was different types of that, you know. You had Western like emo. You had a Midwestern emo. Like it was different.
What the fuck?
It was different scenes, dude.
Why?
Yeah.
Western.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like we're talking like California side, like kind of Bay Area.
Is this like gang
emo.
warfare?
No. None of that.
It sounds like this is like turf war with emos.
No.
Yeah, fucking the West emos over there. You see those pricks
Look,
over there?
you see
They're
these-
wearing blacker than black.
Dude, we do like some pretty hard metal here, but go to fucking Norway and listen to their fucking like
Sure.
satanic metal that they got.
Oh yeah, take
It's
me to
badass.
Go to Norway. Go to Sweden. Go anywhere over in the region.
Something you said in the last
Finland
podcast or so. They're obsessed with death.
When they're obsessed with death,
They
they
really
can't
are.
help it. Dude, they write so much great death metal comes out of Europe. It's ridiculous.
Some hella bangers.
Yeah, North America has a lot of contributions to that scene as well.
Yeah.
But I would always argue like Europe. I get so jealous, dude, when I see lineups for European tours and shows because their lineups are always so stacked all the time. The ones that I see, and I'm like, God,
Dude,
damn,
there's a lot of music going on in Europe, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like it's a moving over there.
bustling.
Well, I don't
Very
know how
bustling.
during the Corona season it's been going, but you know.
Well, I would assume it's probably moving at much smoother speeds than the United States could
have
ever
you noticed
fantasize
a
at this
lot of
moment.
bands we want to see or usually go to, there first.
Oh sure.
Like hella crowds you get, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hell crowd.
Crowds.
There's quite a few bands that go. There's like that I strictly listen to. I mean, like I said, like earlier, I said Behemoth and Vader.
Yeah.
Those are two bands over in Europe that. I mean, like, they rarely tour the U.S. as far as I ever understood. I know Vader hardly ever did. If they did, that they damn sure wasn't coming near this state.
No.
So that was ruled out. Like, unless I caught one of those bands on something like a Summer Slaughter tour or an All-Stars tour, or so, like one of those big cluster fucks of a show that lasts all day, all night, whatever.
Who's the best shows, man?
They can be to a point, but at my age, honestly, I don't even know if I could do it anymore, man.
I was going to ask you this. You know how, let's see, when I go to a show, used to when I was younger, I'd be right there in the mosh pit as hard as I could go, man. Running fucking circles, slamming into people, hitting the floor. I didn't give a shit. Crowd surfing, whatever it could be, man. But dude, anymore, I like to stand kind of in the back a little. I want to enjoy the show. I want to watch them fuckers get beat the fuck up.
I mean,
but I feel bad when they're like, "Get the fuck up, guys! Get the fuck up!" I am up, man. I can't headbang like that anymore, dude.
I mean, I will still headbang. I mean, like, as of the last time I ever went to a show, I mean, I can't say it's been like that for a while.
Right.
I mean, I can't say I've not went in forever. Fucking coronavirus world. I will still headbang and stuff. It's hard to get me in the pit anymore, but God, do I miss it. If I could go back to a show, you best believe I will be in the pit fucking people up, having a good time, getting fucked up.
Get one more hoorah.
Yeah, man. Like, I ain't afraid to get hit in the pit. And that's not even me trying to be a bravado macho thing. It's like, no, it's a good release for me. That's a release for people.
You can do it, like, if you're at the right crowd and the right time, you can do it and nobody really gets hurt.
Yeah, and I'm very picky about the crowds I even do it in. There's only a select, maybe handful of shows that I've even been in pits that I voluntarily jumped into that I didn't get pulled into.
There's one kind of person that goes to every show. There's at least one there. It's the elbow guy. Fuck elbow guy.
Fuck elbow. Yeah, karate man guy, he can suck a dick. He can be thrown, like... I've told this story once on braincake. I'll reiterate it once more for here so I can... I'll illustrate it for you real quick. Long story short, I went to this local metal show that had a bunch of like just small town groups that was playing. There was 4 or 5 of them, and amongst this crowd, this was kind of like in a small auditorium. Like, no, I can't say an auditorium, more like a ballroom. It's about that type of size of a room, not very big, kind of ovalish, enclosed, and a tiny stage. This band's playing. Comes the breakdown. All that good shit. Here comes this man, probably in his late 40s, early 50s. He's coming in with his black biker jacket, his high-ass motorcycle boots.
Local show.
Very much detailed with the silver straps around the ankles. The black jeans. The bandanas. The fucking fingerless gloves.
Oh.
The fingerless gloves, dude. This guy was there. The long slicked back hair you could see through under the bandana and shit. Okay. He's elbow guy. He's the elbow guy.
Fuck the pit. Fuck it.
He's the only one in the center because everyone around him is doing a circle pit.
Right. Wow, he's the eye of the storm.
Right, he's the eye of the storm. Too bad this storm very much dissipated because he jumps up to do a spin kick. He comes down and all you hear is or well, more like a pop, pop, pop. Yeah, it was his ankle.
Oh.
Because you can see it. He picks it up. He's holding it. And he's just screaming. He's
muscle guy with a bandana.
Motorcycle elbow guy. He's laying there. He's fucked. He's in there holding his leg in the middle of the circle pit, whilst the circle pit is still in motion.
Just
So the eye of the storm has now been engulfed by the the storm is collapsing from within.
Oh God!
Security man, he hears elbow man's cries for pain.
Is he throwing elbows?
Just help me. That's what he was doing. He was trying to swim away off the ground with his elbows because he couldn't get up his ankle. Yeah, he couldn't get up. His ankle was fucked. So the security guy comes in, picks him up. Right, He hooks him like under his arm, like elbow and elbow locked like that, and just drags him on the floor and packs him out while guy's holding his legs still screaming.
That's the only way they knew how to carry him was from his elbow.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because fuck elbow guy, dude.
Yeah, fuck elbow guy. Give him a taste of his own mess and save him with an elbow. He didn't like that, I bet. He probably would have preferred a gurney instead of being roughly dragged across that floor like that.
I'm going to relate two things we talked about tonight. Elbow guy and Slipknot.
Okay, well.
The second time I ever seen Slipknot in concert, I was as close as I've ever been having a great time.
What was your first concert?
Ooh, the first time I seen them was in 2009.
Oh, wait, so Slipknot was your first concert as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just the second time you've been to a show in general and just happened to be there.
Coheed and Cambria opened for them, so.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
But anyway.
I like Coheed and Cambria. Like I said, I never did get into Slipknot, but I like some Coheed.
Yeah. Second time was like 14 or something like that. I went with my girlfriend, wife is now, but some elbow guy, instead of going in the circle or staying where he needs to be, he decides, fuck it, I'm doing zigzags for this motherfucker. And old bro got in front of me and my wife, elbows her in the fucking chest, and she falls out. I seen the tear in her eye. He elbows me in the chest. I knock this motherfucker out. That is true.
I won't even lie to you, man. Sometimes it happens.
I got
in those
high
shows.
fives by a dude that was 6 foot something behind me. He's like, "Thank you."
It's a bad thing in those types of environments because people can get carried away and they just do stupid shit and they have no consideration for other people. That's not speaking for all of them, but they're definitely at every show I have ever been to.
You can fucking rock, man. You can fucking go circle pit. You can have a good time. Just don't throw them elbows on people,
shit,
man.
I mean, like you can knock people the fuck out if you really want to. And I'm not even against people throwing punches against one another if they're all going in there willingly doing it. But when you're
spot it,
right? But when you're throwing elbows, generally the elbows are always thrown backwards in a windmill fashion behind you. You're not looking behind you,
right?
Because so you don't know where the pit ends and where the fucking barricade of people around the pit starts.
Good helpful advice for concert goers. Don't get right at the rail and expect everybody behind you not to push. And it's not the people behind you's fault, it's everybody else that's behind them.
Oh, dude, I've been decimated.
Like, get me, motherfucker.
I've been decimated at a show before. I went and saw... okay, if you sat through this podcast this far and even listened to metal, well, it's good on you. But I don't expect anybody to really listen to these names unless they dive really deep into this style of music. Yeah. But like, I went to go see Dying Fetus headline a show in Ohio, and they were with the Faceless and Goat Whore. Okay, so I'm a huge Dying Fetus fan. And naturally, there wasn't a whole lot of people at this show. I mean, it was just a bar show. So, you know how those, especially with death metal and those weird niche pockets of metal.
Yeah.
They don't get a whole...
It gets insane, too.
Yeah, and those crowds are small, but they're fucking
Vicious.
alive. I mean, like, especially if they're into the music, they're alive,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
They ain't gonna fuck around and fall asleep. They're not gonna do the cross arm bullshit.
No.
And even if they are, they're generally just, you know, they're just... I mean, like, I do that. Like, I don't cross my arms, but I'll just stand there just fucking... I'll nod my head.
Yeah, don't cross your arms at a concert. You know, put them in your pockets if you're going to do anything with your hands, but don't cross your arms.
I mean, if you are going to cross your arms, be fucking into it. Just show you're into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, if I did cross my arms, like, I'm banging my fucking head, though, because, like... I'm just guarded like that. Like, I can't help that. It's a natural defense for me to cross my arms. It just is. Yeah. Like, it's a comfort thing too. It's a comfort thing. It's a boundary thing for me. I'm like, well, fuck. I'm in this tight area with a whole bunch of strangers that I have no fucking idea where they've been or who the hell they are. So if I'm like this, I guess instinctually in my brain, me like, ooh, they can't hurt me like this. Me protect me. Arm cross over chest. Jimothy is safe. It don't work like that, primate brain. But, you know, got to put that shit in the back of your mind and then carry on about your day like you're not fucking just got out of the jungle 10 years ago.
Right. Oh, man.
Like we like to think we're better than, but that's a whole other story for a whole other podcast, so we won't get into today because I ain't going to lie to you. I'm having quite the time just diving into music, really.
Yeah.
And just... these concert experiences and stuff. I mean, like, now this makes, like, who knows, the way the world is now, maybe the concerts never come back. I mean, like, I'm not saying all hope is lost and everything is bleak. I wouldn't give you that. We aren't the voice of the post-apocalypse like we said earlier. That's not true.
We're not the voice of millennials either.
Well, technically we are.
We're just two bitching millennials behind a screen.
Yeah, we're two shitty versions of millennials. If you want to talk to an actual millennial that might be worth a fuck, we are not that. If anything, we're just two cogs in the braincake wheel that Kiwi has assembled to fucking drive his ass to wherever he wants to take this thing. Really,
pretty much was made by man beast.
Yeah, he birthed us from his big hairy goat balls or his centaur balls. I'm sorry, I disrespected the centaur gods. Didn't mean to.
Just hear a cry in the background.
Yeah, just heard a piece of shit in the background. Come at me, man beast. That's a challenge to you, big boy.
In 10 days, you will experience nutsack on your forehead.
Oh God, that's kind of like what is it, The Ring?
Yeah.
Is that the movie where the chick comes through?
I forgot how many days it is. Like what, in 7 days?
I guess so. A week. That sounds pretty ominous. In 7 days, you will die.
And then you get a call the next night. Hey, what? 6 days.
So I said, hey man, you fucked in about 2 minutes. You're gonna hear a big peck on your door. It's gonna be about me rolling up about 6 or 7 centaurs, you know what I mean? And we're gonna stroll up in your house. We're gonna eat everything in your refrigerator while you tied up to the couch. And you're gonna be screaming with a gag in your mouth. And we're going to be raiding all the meat in your freezer, all the fucking pizza rolls you got, all the cheese sticks, all the Hot Pockets, all the fucking Chef Boyardee in the cupboards.
Teabagging you like it's Halo 3.
Yeah, teabagging. I would dump all your tea bags and make us all the tea while we're there. We're going to dump it on your balls so you can't use them ever again. And you know what we're going to do with you after that? You're fucked. Not literally, I'm just saying you're dead. You're fucked. We ate all your food, now we're bored. We used you. We're done with you. Fuck you. We're done.
They just suck the life out of you.
As they do. That's part of the lure, man. The lure just keeps expanding, apparently. Kind of like, I'm sure my muscle tissue is trying to expand and disconnect from itself whenever I was at that Dying Fetus show. Because I was on the barricade. I was literally like my elbows were at their feet.
Like your ribs are bruised.
Oh, well, just my ribs, dude. It was my fucking like. Because you gotta think, this wasn't like the hardcore like elbow throwing pits. These guys just do the walls of death, they do the fucking pushing pits,
Yeah.
which to me I prefer. I would much rather be in the pushing pits because those are old death metal pits. Like people just running around frantically in different directions. It's not a wall of death. Wall of death's different. But if everybody's running around like that, they're just kind of they're not pushing hard. They're just kind of like it's like psych. It's like trying to psych each other up. But some people get carried away with it, which they can, and I don't care if they do because I'm already hyped up by already doing this motion and everybody doing that to me. Right, so you're kind of amped, but I've been fucking drilled, dude. I got drilled like I saw Cattle Decapitation and Cannibal Corpse do a show together, which for me was fucking. You kidding me? Mm-hmm. It's two of my favorites, fucking two of my favorites, bro.
Yeah,
can't deny that. I got to get in that pit. It was the first time I'd seen Cattle Decapitation. They were my favorite metal band. Period. Cattle Decapitation's good shit. And I was like, I gotta get in the pit. Got in the pit one song, and at the time I was still drinking. I wasn't drinking a whole lot.
You was feeling good.
Oh yeah, I was feeling loosey goosey. I was
feeling to get in there, man.
Yeah, I was a little brave. I was like, I'd earned this. I've worked. I've earned this. I've had me one soda pop too many, and I'm feeling a bit frisky.
Right.
So I'm gonna get in this pit, playing this song, and it's like, oh man, it's got a sick ass fucking part in it. It's about to get slow. It's about to get crunchy. It's about to get bloody is what's about to happen. Oh, God. And there's this big tank man. There's something about these shows, these metal shows, having at least one enormous...
Is there not always one?
There's always one, like, roided up monster at these shows.
Get behind him, kids. Get behind him.
Oh, don't get anywhere near him. He's going to pick people up and Hulk smash the hell out of them. He's gonna go Hulk smash.
See, the tip is you follow him into the crowd, and then you can get off to the side and get out of his reach, and now you're at the front.
If you can just like ride on his like fucking traps, you know what I mean. Like you could sit on one trap, I could sit on another trap.
Yeah,
he'd never even feel us probably.
No, we just roll up in his belly fat. We're good.
Yeah. Well, I was feeling frisky, and I'd been pushed in this pit, dude, and he comes up. I wasn't ready for him.
He come up to...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He literally... It's the only time in my life, and I've done a lot of... in my youth, I did a lot of Jackass imitation type videos, along with Hambone and some others. And I did that for years under different brands. And even today, sometimes I still consider firing up the old Mindless Vikings channel and doing something every so often and rarely. If the braincake listeners would be interested in something like that, you can always find that Mindless Vikings channel. It's still on YouTube.
We've got a few years for our last hoorah at it, you know.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? That channel still gets clicks, and I'm impressed by that.
Thank you out there. If you any connections, guess what? You just figured it out.
Yeah, if you're a sick person that found that in this, like, I mean, I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you would do that to yourself.
Here's the thing: we were doing videos before YouTube kind of was a thing. We was just recording shit just to watch it on the TV.
Well, we were doing it for our own amusement, but we always thought, it's like, man, it would be cool, but you knew it in the back of your head, really. Like, looking back on it, it's like, it's like, that ain't going to happen.
But it was fun, and we did what we wanted to do. You know?
And that's not to even say, like, you couldn't do it YouTube, and even, like, fuck me, even if it was getting, like, 1,000 clicks a video, I'd be like, well, that's all right. That's
1,000 people seen this.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
As long as somebody sees something or has heard something like this and they have found something positive to take away from it, or if they've gotten some sort of relief from the daily grind, whatever it may be that you're trying to escape from, or you're just looking for something different.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm happy to oblige and happy to, accommodate that if we're the weird cup of tea that you want to pull off your shelf every so often when you want something different to drink.
Man, sometimes you got to have your dark chocolate sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, and for me, I say fuck dark chocolate because dark chocolate sucks.
You like a little cream in your chocolate, baby?
I mean, like, I want some chocolate in my cream.
Ooh.
What are you talking about? Some chocolate in my cream, homie.
An inverted Twinkie.
Like I want some, what the hell does that mean? An inverted
cream's
Twinkie?
on the outside of the twink.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, that's an entirely different statement, what you just said. The cream is on the outside of the twink. The twink being a
Twinkie. The like. The,
okay, so
the
you're not
cake part of
you're
a
not
Twinkie.
talking about a gay person twink.
What? I've never heard this one before.
Okay, well,
I didn't know that one.
Well, this would definitely be a subject for Jared to tackle because he would be able to tell you much more accurately than I could. I mean, like I can't. I almost said it's a variant of a gay person. Well, okay. Like that's a variant. Like it's a selectable fighter or some shit. Like, hey man, you want to switch your character skin? You want the twink version? You want the bear version? Okay, have you heard the term bear? Like, you know, in reference to a gay person,
Kind
you
of
know, like a chubbier, hairy guy. There you go.
It's
That's like a bear, right? A twink would be like someone who's very boyish, if that makes sense. I feel like that would be the correct term. Is like someone who's very flamboyant but very boyish.
Mm.
Not like manly. It's just like boyish. Okay, that's. I mean, like I probably offended the gay community out there. Which, if that's the case, I mean, crucify me. I've tried to get it right. God damn it, my roommate is gay. Fuck, ask him.
Yeah,
That's it.
These are friends or whatever.
I mean,
And
like,
so if you're not our friends or whatever, who gives a fuck?
I was gonna say I don't give a fuck. I ain't defending it. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. I'm just saying that's like
Jeremy's listening to the audio right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he's listening to it, just like rolling his eyes and chuckling at the same time. He's saying, "You're fucking dumb." It's like you're most likely
we're
right,
not
Jimothy,
worthy,
but you're dumb.
you know that's the thing. All that's happened in the last few years. At least we're all trying now. Hot damn it!
Trying what?
Trying math, Bubby.
Well, I don't know about
No.
No, I mean, like, the neighbors I used to live next to were trying meth. They were very much cooking it all the time. And always,
You don't just try a little meth. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, you want to try some weed? Hey, man, you want to try some crystal meth? That's something you don't come out of.
Look, man, that was a proposition I came across one time. I was like, yeah, bro, you know what? I'm straight on that.
Damn, you want some rock, man?
This was years ago. Like, I went to this house, and it was already sketchy enough because going to their house, and it's so goddamn nasty. I'd never been in there before. And they both invite me into their bedroom. They're both just laying there. There's like 3 ashtrays on the bed.
Oh.
There's a dog on the bed. There's fucking hairs everywhere. There's shit all over the floor. You can see stains everywhere. Man, like, and I'm not critiquing that type of shit, but the entire house was like this. The entire house was in shambles. It was a humongous house. Nice house on the outside, but it was like an ungodly, like,
wreck on the inside.
Yeah. It was like fucking vengeance had been rained down from Mr. Clean. Like, Mr. Clean was pissed and wanted
Like
to
his
do all his
alternate
work.
personality.
Yeah,
like,
Mr. Evil, or like Mr. Dirty. Mr. Dirty.
Dirty clean, dirty clean.
Mr. Dirty's here. Gonna destroy your fucking house, bro.
We're gonna fuck this shit up, Jim.
I'm gonna flood your toilets and overflow your septic system. Gonna break all your windows and short circuit all your televisions and electronics.
When you leave, he just comes to your house. I need to take a shit. He uses the whole roll of toilet paper.
I'm gonna set your couches on fire and bleach your clothes. I'm gonna fucking tear down your posters and throw them into the fire.
Takes your dog's hair off his body and shoves it everywhere in the house.
I'm gonna take all your guns and all your game consoles and pawn them off at pawn shops. You're fucked. Mr. Clean can't save you now. God. No amount of Pine Sol can clean away this fucking sin. Not at all.
You can't even use some limited pledge.
No pledge. I mean, fuck, dude, I love pledge. But pledge ain't gonna save that. Pledge ain't gonna save you from Mr. Dirty.
Mr. Dirty, not here.
Oh, no, yes, he is. He sure the fuck is. I heard him.
I didn't hear it.
I heard him in there like fucking preaching a sermon of hellfire to these people if they didn't get out of the house. I don't understand you. I'll kick your ass. You're speaking in ways that confuse me. Oh man.
Good times, buddy.
Yeah, good times indeed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, don't be elbow guy. If you take anything from this, like Billy Joe.
Absolutely.
Billy Joe is sad in September.
The Green Day.
The Green Day.
God damn it! I shouldn't be coming back to Green Day. We're almost towards the end of this.
Oh.
But Green Day, they don't have elbow pick guys.
They probably used to, but I haven't seen them in concert.
You
lately,
think so? I don't even. I wonder. I don't think. Personally, I don't know if even the windmill elbows and shit were around until deathcore really popped. I don't know if that's the case.
That's more of a. I guess so.
Or at least I don't know if that originated there. If that's just what it's mostly associated with, because that's where you mostly see it now is in like deathcore and gent and metalcore and those types of metal. Slipknot, I don't imagine has that. Mm-hmm. It doesn't strike me as that type of band.
One elbow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't have thought that. Honestly,
I figured the guy I hit was elbow guy.
I imagine there could be douchebags at those shows, like at Tool shows. I can't speak to actually going to a Tool show, but as long as I have listened, I mean, like I can't listen to Tool, not anymore. Like it's just not,
it's not me anymore.
It don't click with me like it used to.
I like their old stuff, but I can't even listen to it now.
Yeah, I mean, I like prog and stuff, but Tool puts me to sleep, dude. If I'm being honest with you, Tool just puts me to sleep.
Yeah,
it really does. And like, sure, he might, like some people could call the man an artistic genius, and that's fine, that's fair. I won't argue that point with you because I don't give a fuck enough to. You know what I mean? Like that's just for real. I don't care enough. I mean, like that's your opinion of him. That's cool. I listen to clowns. I have no opinion on what you say about music. And I have no opinion to tell you anything about what you listen to.
No.
I mean, like, fuck. This is literally
you do you, man.
Yeah, this episode has literally been a 45-minute spiel thus far of just mostly metal talk or metal concerts and these things. You know, I will ask you.
Yeah.
I suppose since we're towards the tail end, I will, like, just out of curiosity, if I could ask you. If there were 3 bands, like particularly in the metal realm, or just in that rock to metal, fuck it, just in anywhere in that field, punk is included in that as long as it's fucking heavy-ish, you know what I'm saying, or you can define it as heavy. What would be 3 bands like that, literally even minus the coronavirus, that you could see? If you could actually like wind back the clock and be able to get them, it doesn't even have to be anybody from the past. Just if there was the 3 that you haven't seen that you wish you could, whether they're broken up or not, don't matter.
Just in general.
Just in general.
Okay.
Like bucket list.
I'm not going to say anybody I've seen already.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't want you. I want it to be people that you've not seen.
I want to see Ozzy.
Okay.
I want to see Ghost.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ghost is.
I don't want to go too far back. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can. I mean, like Ghost is a good one. I would like to see Ghost
because Ozzy is getting up in years. I'll tell you what. This is honest opinion right here.
Okay.
I would go back in time. Let's say about 3 years before Dimebag died, when Pantera. was kicking ass. And see Dimebag in his fucking prime, man.
Okay, that's cool.
Fucking bang it out, dude. And not only him, but Vinnie Paul and
just the entire the original ensemble of
Yeah.
Pantera. Yeah, man. Pantera's fucking badass.
That'd been something to see in like 2000. You know what I mean? 2001. That'd been a hell of a show.
Oh, yeah, dude. I would like to have seen what Pantera could have continued on to if Phil didn't have his issues and Dimebag hadn't been murdered. And well, I think Vinny's dead too, correct?
Ooh, I wish I had like 5 options. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, like, I would have gave you 5, but I really wanted to keep it to 3 because, like I said, I know we'd keep going and going and going. Yeah. Both of us would forever. That makes it a little bit harder if you have to narrow. If you have to try to dwindle it to 3 right on the spot.
Fucking Boston, man.
Oh, man. That's a great pick. Boston to me is criminally underrated. They don't get the credit they deserve, not at all. Not for the influence that they have. Dude, like their first album is so incredible. I mean, you got Smoking, you got Hitch a Ride, Peace of Mind, Foreplay Long Time.
Was Amanda on that album?
No, that's a different album. More Than a Feeling.
Man, Nirvana. It's hard. Like that, I would love to see Kurt.
Well, hell, man, you may have just gave me 5. Ozzy, Ghost.
Yep.
Fuck, who'd you say after
What did I
Ghost?
say?
There was a third one in there. God damn it. I've been listening, folks.
Oh, Pantera.
Pantera, yes. Pantera. And you just literally said the other two.
Boston.
Boston, yes. Boy, the audience has to be sitting there going, Jesus.
Nirvana, Jim.
Nirvana. The audience is sitting there going,
Like, why are we listening
guys,
to these folks? God, these fucking millennials.
What is wrong with these people? Just spit it out.
Spit it out.
Like, I don't know if I'll give you 5 or not, but I could definitely think of something right off the top of my head that's no issue for me to fucking...
I know you got $5, but I ain't gonna give you $5 back.
Yeah. I mean, it may be cliche, but Metallica is always they're...
At what time period?
I mean, the time period, it would be fucking 89.
Okay.
89, 90.
Before
the Black Album.
that'd been something.
It would have been a Justice for All time period.
Fuck, they were in kill it mode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That absolutely. That would be my ideal time frame for them.
Yeah.
Acid Bath, the shirt I'm wearing right now, would have been another one. I would have loved to have seen them. It would have been awesome. It would have been a fun show.
My Kim, just saying.
My Chemical. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, man, there's so fucking many. Like, my brain is just a Rolodex of bands. It's so hard to spin and cycle through them.
We've talked for hours before on music, and we literally could right now. Like, if Kiwi was here, he could chime in on that, or all the other guys, you know.
Oh yeah, man, fuck, dude. I could literally. I mean, I'm sure as any of them could. Like, I could speak on this subject as long as you would allow me to speak, and I could pick your brain all day about it as I could pick anybody else's brain, because I like knowing what music makes people tick, dude. I like getting into that shit. Even if it's not for me, like what does it do to you? Like, how does it do that to you when it doesn't do it to me? And that's fun to me.
Like, there's always someone else in class that would listen to something and it'd be like, I don't get it. I've tried to listen to it. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, that's every day with me for country music. I'm like, I don't get it. I will never get it. I've tried. I like old outlaw type country.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, to me, like, when I hear country, I'm like, that's what that is. Well, whatever it is that's been like for the past 15, 20 years, I don't know what that is. I guess that's probably radio friendly country.
It's that same stuff all the time. I should have told her I love her.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I need to.
Yeah, I don't care about sappy bullshit. If I want to listen to that, I'll listen to something like City and Color, or I'll listen to, you know what I mean,
It's all
something
about
along
drinking
the lines.
now. It's like, let's get drunk with a Bud Light.
I mean, you know, and I can't, like, really, for me, I can't even say anything about that because I listen to a hell of a lot of rap that glorifies a lot of heavy drug use.
Yeah.
I can't say anything about that. But fuck, man, I ain't gonna sit here and listen to this twangy fucking goof ass. Yeah, fuck me in the butt.
Oh my god.
Oh my. You know what?
What?
That reminds. Let's go out on this. Fuck me in the butt.
Fuck Jim in the butt, guys.
Do you have YouTube handy for me, sir? Can you do that?
I have a cellular device. I can bring this up.
Well, that would be nice. I would like to play us and the lovely audience out with a ditty. We can offer some fun commentary to this if you want. It doesn't matter.
What's it called?
Actually, you know what? Allow me.
Okay.
So, for those out there, if you want to look this up for yourself, this is a band from Texas called G.O.A.T and Your Mom. And if that sounds like a great time to you, it's because it isn't. This is a song I would like to present to everyone, and I would like to close out the show quacking like a duck. And if you're wondering, G.O.A.T and M.O.M stand for, it's an anagram. It's I think, I will tell you, sir. G.O.A.T and your mom stands for the God of all Texas and your masters of menace. So there you go. And okay, I guess I really can't say much about it. I can just it just speaks for itself, folks.
This next one is your girlfriend's favorite song.
Actually, I'm sorry. This very well may be your girlfriend's favorite song. Can you backspace for me, sir? I'm so stupid with Apple technology, folks. I have no idea how an iPhone works.
What do you want?
Sorry. Can you go back? Because I just clicked that video. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Yes. Thank you so much. Quack like a duck, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my, boy, he's got a hell of a rhythm.
I mean, yes, he most certainly does. For those of you out there, you can't see it. This looks like a psilocybin-induced Jesus Christ wearing a Texas flag cape. And he's wearing a U.S. thong.
Oh my gosh!
And this biker at this backyard, I'm assuming they're playing in, is bouncing his cock in his hand because the singer.
Man, whose uncle is that? Someone get it. He won't let it go, son.
I mean, look at it, dude. It's like a fucking. It's like a fucking. It's like a light for bugs. It's like a light zapper. There you go. Bug zapper, damn it.
I mean, I know it was his penis, but I mean, is he wearing clothes?
I mean, a thong counts, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if his dick was painted blue, but.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He's got a hell of a rhythm.
Yeah, that penis stays in rhythm the whole time with the bass. Or with the drum, dude. He's going insane.
Everybody wondering why everybody's pregnant right now. Someone call this guy.
You need to. Somebody call my mama because...
That might be your daddy right there.
Psilocybin Jesus is out here losing it in the streets of Texas. How do you think the other band members feel? Because literally this song is... As is most content that I have found with this particular... I'm going to air quote the term artist. Really hard there. What is it?
What is he?
I don't know.
What does he want?
He wants your ass, dude, from the way his dick looks.
What's he really referring to, though?
Well, he's
Can you quack like a duck? Does he like it when a girl just...
Well, he's saying, can you quack like a duck when you suck? Yeah. Can you quack? Can you take every inch up your butt? Yeah, that's literally all the content is.
Ladies, you don't have to worry. There ain't much to take up the butt. Holy shit,
no.
elbow guy's getting wound up. Look at him.
No, it's just the meth.
Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. I like how one guy came over there to check his wiener, though. Is that a real wiener?
He's like, dude, I have to know. That's incredible.
Well,
this is another
what's he
guy.
got there?
He had a stick. He was poking his dick, make sure it was real.
Is this what happened to Frank Zappa?
I guess so.
Like,
so, ladies and gentlemen, if you've learned anything, if you couldn't hear that, I'm sorry. We may fix it in the end. If not, whatever. But that is G.O.A.T and your mom, and the song is Quack Like a Duck. And I'm sorry if you feel like you've been ear molested by it, because I think that's probably what they want. It's usually an eye molesting just looking at that band's their presentation, how they appear. Because I don't know, man. I swear he looks like a fucking Texas, like psilocybin Jesus ass Rob Zombie type of guy.
Yeah, just doing acid left and right.
Actually, you know what? Funny you say that. The only interview I ever saw with that guy when I dived down their rabbit hole one day, he was like very much promoting acid almost 90% of the entire interview. So
is he always shaking his wiener?
I think he's just stuck doing that. Like that's his perpetual motion until he dies.
Yeah.
He's done it so much. Like even if when he's not fucking, he's always like a dog in the heat that kind of just fucks its chest.
Yeah, I need a number one.
Yeah,
with a big fry.
Yeah, when he's trying to give people money or whatever, or try to cash out at a drive-through, he's just sitting there in the driver's seat, just fucking the air. He can't stop.
He's missing out on a good opportunity.
He's going, God! Ah!
There's people out there wanting fucking right now, and he'd be willing to.
It's like Calypso from Twisted Metal just cast a curse upon him. He wished for a bigger dick. He wished for a dick that could please all. But the cost is that it can't be pleased itself.
Oh, no.
So that it's perpetually just fucking in the air, just trying to find something saying, please make me come. But that day never comes. Much like the apocalypse will never come. So you won't have to worry about braincake being a post-apocalyptic post-apocalyptic podcast for you to enjoy. But even if it is, come check us out in the nuclear aftermath. We'll be around. Even if we're not, the content still will be.
Yeah.
Parade us around. Parade our internet corpses around in cyberspace forever, bro.
After the apocalypse, like 100 years from now, they'll find these videos and they'll worship us like gods.
Like fucking gods. And we need to fossilize giant shits. Like 40-pound shits.
Yeah.
And put them like in our yards. So that way when they find our internet corpses and they dox us and they find our addresses and they come and dig up our remains and see whatever the fuck's around, what did we have? And they find our yard, what did they find? Whoa, what is this? That's not a dinosaur turd, buddy. That's ham bone shits right there.
Yes, sir.
Ham bone would sit out and squat in his yard and drop 30, 40-pound dukes. Easy, just
Yes,
like
sir.
that. Ain't a problem for him. His asshole gapes about to the size of a fucking football field, bro. And
I'll leave you on a cliffhanger, but no pun intended to this, but I'm a professional shitter. And I know all the places in this town
Is
to
that right?
shit comfortably.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Damn, dude, you
I
should
don't
get
know
an
if it's
achievement
enough
for
time
that.
on that.
You should get the key to the city for that.
I should, but I'm not, not going to go into detail where these wonderful places are, but...
Hashtag give Hambone the key.
Yep. I'll tell you the right places to shit,
And I hope you will next time I come see you, sir. If we go out and about and check out the town, be sure to let me know where I can shit, because let me tell you, Crohn's disease is one of my biggest fears and I don't want anything to do with it.
Isn't that where you shit for your mouth?
No. But
South
fecal
Park,
Yeah, but fecal vomiting is a real thing, but that's another subject for another time. But anyway, I don't want Crohn's disease. I don't want to be able to just shit uncontrollably. I want to be able to poop in peace, and I want to be able to poop whenever the urge hits me, and I want to be able to do it safely and without feeling like I'm going to get herpes on my balls or get crabs on my fucking pubes because I sat on a dirty toilet seat. I don't want that. I'm going to listen to Hambone's advice because he deserves a goddamn key to the city for discovering all the safe toilets to poo on, so I don't have to stop at the nearby 7-Eleven where fucking Tony hasn't cleaned the toilet in 16 hours.
There's a burn in the seat.
There's a burn in the seat and somebody's wrote fucking Helter Skelter on the walls with their own shit. So I don't want anything to do with that, and neither should you. And I, with that, am signing off of Braincake. This has been a fun edition. Hambone, we need to do this music shit more. Maybe we could dive into some other shit sometime. And as I told you before, if this goes up before another episode we do with Kiwi or anything, we are going to get into Double Dick Dude. It is happening. And I want you to be ready for both of his penises.
Both of them. You better be prepared.
And when I say both of these penises to the listeners out there, I'm talking about Hambone and Hambone's second penis.
Oh, what?
Not me. You thought I was talking about us, but I ain't talking about us. I'm just talking about him because he's got enough dick for the both of us.
Oh.
All right, folks. We will catch you in the next one. Bye.
Later.
Yeah, suck on dick.